What is phosphate? Phosphates are also known as orthophosphates. They are the naturally occurring form of the element phosphorus, found in many phosphate minerals. In mineralogy and geology, phosphate refers to a rock or core containing ions. For the advantages of phosphate for plants, first is it contributes to the root growth since it provides nutrients for root growth of any kind of plant. In this case, it also improves the health of the plant. The next, phosphate also improves flower and seed production that led on producing healthy fruits. Then last is it improves plant resilience against disease and it helps strengthen the plant for winter. Then for disadvantage, first is its negative effect on the environment because of the overuse of phosphorus through fertilizers. Then high levels of phosphorus can also lead to algae blooms that produce algal toxins which can be harmful to human and animal health.
Sedimentary cycle. As you can see in the diagram, sedimentary cycle is a cycle which comprises the weathering of an existing rock followed by the erosion of minerals in which ions and glass will be formed. And then, those ions will undergo deposition and glass in the other hand will undergo transport. Once the sediment is formed, it will undergo diagenesis, which is a process that will describe the changes occurs in the sediment physically and chemically due to the interaction of water and rock, microbial activity and compaction after the process of deposition. In addition, the more sedimentary cycle a sediment will experience, the more mature it will be.
Phosphorus cycle. It is a biogeochemical cycle essential to Earth and plays an important role in plants and animals. It involves four steps. First is weathering. Weathering breaks down the rocks that contains phosphorus and makes it possible for phosphorus to be transported to different parts of Earth. For the second step is absorption. This is done by plants and animals. They absorb the phosphorus present in the soil and the water. Third, decomposition. It is the returning to the environment through the waste of animals and through the carcasses of dead animals and plants. And fourth is the sedimentation. The waste becomes rocks that will then repeat the cycle of the weathering. That is the phosphorus cycle.
As mentioned before, phosphate is actually good for animals and plants. At least it should be. However, as humans' demand for food increases, farmers tend to use fertilizers which contains phosphate. The laundry detergent we use to wash our clothes also sometimes include phosphate in it. Now we have too much phosphate in our ecosystem. We humans are the one who produce excess phosphate in our ecosystem which produces algae in lakes and ponds. It is obvious that aquatic animals are affected with the decreased water quality, but as other living organisms on the ground take in this water to survive, they are also affected with this unfortunate situation. Not only that, but some animals also eat grass or plants to live. If they eat grasses with too much phosphate every day, it could also harm their health.
Hello, so today I am discussing about the prevention of the phosphorus cycle damage. Human interference has a big impact in damaging the phosphorus cycle, such as phosphorus pollution of water bodies by sewage discharge and drainage from agricultural land, can contribute to the growth of toxic blue-green algae, fish death, and reduce quality of affected water bodies. Phosphorus inputs must be decreased, maintained in the soil, and recaptured. Proper manure applications and soil management practices that decrease erosion can lessen the need for synthetic fertilizers. Increasing organic matter in agricultural soil decreases runoff and provides phosphorus to plants. Homeowners can reduce their phosphorus pollution by using products such as lawn fertilizer and detergents that do not contain phosphorus. After all, we could live without cars or unusual species. But if phosphorus ran out, we'd had to live without food. It is a key element in our DNA, and all living organisms require daily phosphorus intake to produce energy. It cannot be replaced, and there is no synthetic substitute. Without phosphorus, there is no life. Thank you.